A government-appointed task force has recommended the establishment of a gender-based violence authority. Good evening, everyone. I'm Charisma Robinson.
I'm Kishla Adderley. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Topping the news, the recommendation comes as crime continues to impact the country. It's believed that the crime of gender-based violence is linked to many of the criminal elements and social ills. The task force on gender-based violence presented its report to the nation's leader today. The document includes 2 years of work by the cross-section of the community and calls for immediate implementation as a major deterrent to crime. Here's Clint Watson.
It's a crime that's been spiraling out of control in the Bahamas, yet the silence in disclosing its vicious effects on families continues to be protected by victims who fear speaking out. Gender-based violence, also known as GBV, has been a key component in the root cause of the breakup of families and its contribution to crime. And now the task force established by Prime Minister the Right Honorable Perry Christie back in 2013 has completed its 2-year research and come up with facts on the issue and recommendations to eradicate this form of crime. GBV is manifested in physical, sexual, and mental violence or abuse. These areas include sexual assault, intimate partner violence, sexual harassment, incest, and child abuse. It's manifested predominantly as violence against women, also against men and children. Chairperson retired Justice Ruby Nottage detailed the findings, but more importantly outlined the recommendations. Leading that list is the establishment of the GBV Authority.
The authority will be charged with the oversight and monitoring of all GBV initiatives. It will be a bottoms-up institution with suggestions and proposals coming from our communities, from the very people in the heart of our communities who know the pain and who are best able to implement the cure. The authority will consist of a board of directors who are the policymakers, and a secretariat who are the implementers.
The report proposes 10 initiatives that government can immediately implement by June. These involve intervention for children exposed to violence, boys, batterers program, and response teams. Additionally, the proposal calls for the immediate creation of a family court and strengthening of the judiciary. At this point, no new laws will need to be created.
It has been suggested that existing legislation be either expanded, amplified, updated. We do have the Domestic Violence Protection Orders Act. Some aspects of that deal specifically with intimate partner violence. It needs to be expanded to include violence from any sort of gender-based violence. And so that's the sort of amendment process.
Prime Minister the Right Honorable Perry Christie says this effort opens up an issue that has been kept in the dark for far too long.
But if we intend to put a serious dent in our crime problem, we really have to strengthen the family as a unit and empower the family to socialize our children to be the kind of citizens that we need them to be. I am therefore happy to say that there will be established a Department of Family and Gender Affairs, and that the plans for the family court that you've just heard about are well advanced. Both of these will help us to achieve our goals. I'm also pleased to say that there will be a program to address children who have been exposed to violence, whether that violence is domestic or community-based.
Now, additional meetings have been planned in the coming months to address the implementation process to ensure that these recommendations are actually put to use. At the office of the Prime Minister, Clint Watson, ZNS Network News.